Good afternoon. This is our third installment of Synchro-Seekers. We're filming live from 219 Ottawa Street North in Hamilton at a lovely little store called Synchronicities. Today we're going to be talking with Dana, who you've met before, and Nancy, who is one of my lovely employees, very gifted and talented healer. She does Reiki and Animal Reiki. And the two of them are going to be talking about energy, as well as Reiki, and as well as the psychic and mediumship work that Dana does. So we'll start with Nancy, and you can tell us a little bit about Reiki.
Well, Reiki is a form of energy healing, and it is meant for balancing the life force in your body so that your body can actually heal itself naturally. So a Reiki practitioner just gathers energy from the universe and channels it through themselves, and then shares that with the person or animal that they're working on. It can be hands-on, or there can be no touching involved. It depends on the situation.
How do you do it? What works better, hands-on or?
It depends on what you're working on.
Oh,
I've done both ways.
Oh, okay.
Some animals don't like to be touched. Some people don't like to be touched.
And animals can always tell when you're giving them energy treatment?
Always know. Some of them accept it and welcome it, come looking for it. I have a cat at home that when I'm doing a Reiki treatment, she shows up and horns in on it. She doesn't really care if somebody else wants her there or not. She's there. I have a dog that a couple of times I've tried to give her Reiki, and she just gives me a dirty look and gets up and leaves.
So would that mean that she doesn't feel she needs it as much, or would that she has a better understanding of what she needs or doesn't?
I think so. I actually did give her Reiki the other night because there were fireworks going off everywhere in the neighborhood, and she's very, very nervous about the fireworks.
And the Reiki would help?
The Reiki actually helped calm her down, and we had fireworks going off for 4 nights in a row.
So do you feel that people who have anxiety, Reiki would help people with anxiety as well, even if they don't have a physical ailment or what have you? If they have anxiety, you find that would help them?
It's a psychological, emotional, and physical healing modality. It can help with all of those things.
Very interesting.
Non-intrusive. Some people say, well, I didn't feel a thing. That doesn't mean that it's not working.
Doesn't mean that they didn't get something.
It doesn't mean they didn't get something. It just means that they're not in tune with their body's system enough to actually feel it.
Well, I remember years ago having a Reiki treatment, and I knew that my practitioner was working up on my head, but I kept feeling something at the bottom of my feet. And I was trying to just be in the moment and have the treatment and what have you, but I just needed to know what was standing at the bottom of my feet. And when I opened my eyes, I actually saw an Indian, full-dressed Indian, standing at the end of my bed. And I just went, whoa. And my practitioner said, do you see the Indian? And it was just the most remarkable experience. It was just fabulous. And I love Reiki. I love getting Reiki. And even when I had that problem on my arm, and I asked you to touch my arm, and I said, is there anything that you can feel in my arm? And as soon as you put your hand on my arm, you was like, oh, I feel it here. And that was something that I found very interesting, because I've been having pain here. So I was thinking it's got to have something to do with my kidneys, because that's exactly where you were pointing. So I thought, okay, so I've done some kidney health in the last little while, and it's subsiding and what have you. But never would I have thought for 1 second from you touching my arm that it would be a kidney issue, So it's interesting how it transfers like that.
Yeah, but the whole body is a connective system. So when you're using Reiki, you can put that energy in at your head, and it will go right down to your feet. It will go where it's needed. So it's more for balancing. I think the major thing it does is balance
your chakras.
Your chakras, what some people call chi or ki. It's life force energy, and it allows it to flow the way it is meant to flow.
So if someone wants to have Reiki, they shouldn't have a specific ailment, they shouldn't have a specific ailment that they want cured. They should probably come with an open mind.
Yeah, I cannot cure you. I am merely transferring energy through me to you, and your body will use it as it sees fit, and it will go where it is needed to go.
So it could be physical, spiritual, emotional.
Not up to
and
me.
It's not up to you to decide.
I'm just the messenger.
You're just the channel, and
that's right.
The intention that goes with it.
The intention is there to pass that energy through me to you. What your body does with it, it will use it for its highest good.
So why would somebody decide that they think their animal needs to have Reiki done?
Well, in the case of an animal that's very nervous, Reiki can be of great help in calming them down. For a dog or a cat that has seizures, because that's an electrical issue, Reiki has been known to help with problems like epilepsy in people or animals.
Very interesting.
Appetite, if an animal has a depressed appetite, they're not feeling well, they're lethargic. Sometimes if they don't know what's going on, sometimes the Reiki can just help to balance the body system so they can start to heal themselves again.
Right. And so for animal Reiki, does the animal come to you, or do you do a house call?
The animal can come to me, but I am very open to doing a house call. It's pretty hard to take a cat to someone else's place and have them comfortable, or a horse,
or a cow,
or even a large dog, small dog. I was talking to a lady recently, and she has a very small dog, a 3-pound mixed breed, that just had surgery on her legs. So you don't really want to be moving the dog around a lot. So Reiki in-home Reiki is
very important for the animals.
Yeah.
And that would help speed the
healing process.
Right.
Yes, very much.
And so with people, sometimes people can come here for Reiki. You also do house calls for some people with Reiki?
Yes.
Okay. So there's several different ways that you can reach Nancy. You can call the store, 905-544-5115, to hook up with her, or you can check us on Facebook and hook up with her that way. And if you're interested in Reiki or finding out anything more, please feel free to call us. Now, Dana, tell us a little bit about what you do.
Well, what I do is I do psychic readings, psychic mediumship readings. So I also work with the energy, maybe not necessarily in the healing Reiki format, but I do readings right here in the store, and I'm here a few times a week. I really enjoy the vibration that I feel when I come in here. There's always people coming in and out. It's a real wonderful vibe that you have created here, Jennifer. And yes, by all means, come on down or visit my website and book your appointment at www.danajensen.ca, and that's Jensen. So anytime, we're here.
Jane is also available on Facebook, and you can call the store for an appointment, or you can reach her on her website. So lots of ways to reach her. When you do a reading, does a customer specify that they want a psychic reading or a mediumship reading, or is it a combination?
It is a combination, and I do think that there is a misconception that it's two different modalities that I tap into, and in actuality it's energy. Energy is energy, and it's all interpreted in the way that the reader will interpret or discern what it is in the visions that they are getting. So it's all part and parcel of it. Mediumship is known as connecting to the other side, or connecting to people who have passed on. Psychic impression is the person that's sitting in front of you, the psychic connection that you get with them. But it's still energy. One way or another, it's still energy, and you're still there to discern the energy as you see it. So we had a lady in the store today who actually came in, and her mother was standing with her, and her mother had passed on many years ago, and I could just see her smiling, standing there with her little purse over her arm, and she was just shopping with her daughter, and the lady who was standing there, she understood what I was talking about. She understood instantly what it was, and you could just see her energy light up, you know, as soon as she knew that that's what it was. Not that her mother had a big message for her or anything. She was just wanted me to let her
Just
know
with her.
that she was shopping with her.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's basically what it's all about. So, and I'm so glad to be able to provide that. And that was a 5-minute conversation.
It was,
at that,
and it was,
so
it was a lot of fun to watch.
it
That's
was,
right.
yeah.
And those
yeah.
interesting kind of conversations go on in the store all the time. Quite
All the
regularly,
time.
we'll
Oh,
pull
yes.
a card for somebody, or we'll see a vision for somebody, or we'll have a message we want to give to them. It doesn't mean that the whole store is about psychic and spiritual things, but a lot of that does happen here. So please look for us again. We'll be filming probably later this week and definitely again next week. Lots of different topics to cover, and we hope to have you following us on a regular basis. Bye for today.
Bye.
Bye.